What's up everybody, Pete with Auto Repair Tips, and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm working on a 2012 Chevy Impala, and the customer states that whenever they open the door and close the door they're hearing a clicking sound inside, and the battery goes dead. There it is right there. All right. That sounds like a blend door actuator motor. The first thing I'm gonna do is hook my scanner to it, see can I reprogram it and get it operating correctly. If not, we're going to find out which blend door it is, and I'm going to show you how to replace it. Let's get into it. The Chevy Impala, the OBD2 connector is located just to the right side of the emergency brake pedal, and this is going to be an annoying video with that clicking sound the whole time, but let's get into it. First thing we do is with the scanner. Phew. 2012. Do an automatic ID. That's what we got. Hit OK. Let's do a code scan. We're going to do a pre-scan. See can it pick up any issues. Not right now. Well, let's see. It has 5 codes. It's got a misfire, the anti-theft, generator terminal circuit, test failed. Generator terminal circuit. Let's see if there's anything about the air conditioning. Got anti-lock brake issues, body control issues, HV right here. Okay, here. On the HVAC, there's 3 codes. The recirculate position command circuit actuator is stuck. That's a B0223 and a B0408. The left air control circuit malfunction is stuck. So let's do this. Let's go into the P0223 to start with. Not connected to the cloud. Why? So just to start off with, looking at the scanner, it looks like at about 150,000 miles to 175,000 miles, replacing the HVAC door actuator motor kind of fixed the problem. They didn't find any technical service bulletins on it. Let me hit smart data. Let me see if it's dual zone or single zone. We have single zone. Let's see, AC off. AC request is all. It's no. Ambient temperature is 150. Let's hop inside. So let's start off. We're going to turn the AC on. Request is on. Cycle is on. It says no AC request. Well, we know that's a lie. What's going on here? Push the button. There we go. AC request is on. The light is on. The ambient temperature is 150. The blower is at 20. See if that goes up. Okay, so we can control the blower, no issues. Recirculated air is on. The rear defrost is off. So everything's working good there. Let's go to the HVAC door position. You have the mode actuator, which is there. Recirculation doors here. So let's move this up. So actually, I was wrong on this. This does have dual climate. Let's see real quick. Let's go back here. It is with dual zone. When I looked inside, I looked at the wrong button. My bad. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to go to this is the temperature, passenger temperature. Door, the recirculation door here. All right, let's start with the passenger. Let me get up there. Passenger one here. If I go from hot to cold, you can see it right here switching. No noise at all. I'm going slowly back up to hot. You can see it increasing. Okay. So now I've got the driver's side that's in hot. I'm going to switch it to cold. Let's see what happens. It starts to go down, so we know we're getting the command to the actuator motor. And there it is at the bottom making the noise. So if I go back up to cold or hot, it goes away. We know we're getting the correct command to the actuator motor on the driver's side. All right, so after running through some simple tests on the scanner, it's just confirmed that actuator motor is definitely bad and it's an annoying freaking sound, so we're going to take care of it. And that's also probably what's draining her battery, because that motor, with the car being off, the car's off right now, and that motor is still clicking away. And that can click on and off throughout the night, draining your battery. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of that motor, and that'll kill two birds with one stone. So that blend door motor is located right up behind that panel right there. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt to get to because they got it so tight. But the first thing we're gonna do is remove this lower cover right here. And there's a couple of push clips on it that take it off. And I'll show you where they are when I get them off. Not gonna be able to give you the best view, but we'll do what we can. I came out to the car a minute ago and I could hear the motor just clicking away. And like I was saying earlier, that's most likely why that battery was going dead. These are the push clips I was talking about. There's 3 of them. Just get those removed and just use a simple little tool like this. Pops it right out. And that will expose. Son of a bitch, just broke my damn GoPro. Just by sitting here, that motor's clicking away. But there's your motor right here. If you put your hand on it, you can just feel it clicking away. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up there with a, looks like maybe about a 7mm. I think there's 3 screws, maybe 2 screws up there. We'll get them out and we'll get that thing lowered down. This is the screws that hold them in, and they are a 5.5. They are not a 7. When I goes to put these back, I'm going to show you a little trick that I've used in my previous videos on doing things. Lordy B. I'm glad there's only 2 screws up here. Couldn't have put it in a freaking tighter ass spot. Alright. So now that we got it undone, we need to get the electrical part disconnected. Basically just get your hand up there the best as you can and just pop it off. Oh shit, hold on. Right here. So here's your culprit. This is making all the clicking noise, and this is wearing the battery down. And you do have 2 5.5mm that hold it on. So we got the new part that came in. It's a Dorman 604-108. And of course it comes with a note on here. Stop! Please read the procedure. Which means you just gotta program it once you get it in. Not a big deal. I'll show you how to do that. Trick is, the biggest pain in the butt on this thing is getting the screws back into it. But I'll show you a little trick on that right now. I usually use Dum Dum, and I'll put it in the socket right here and it holds the bolt just fine. But of course we're out of Dum Dum, so we use this compression tape. We put moldings back on cars, and the harder you press, the more it sticks. I'm gonna try to use this. It's not my favorite thing to do, but what I'll do is I'll cut a little piece off. We'll stick it around the bolt, and I'll put it inside here, and it'll hold it, because to get that back up in there is a pain in the ass, especially when you got big ass hands like I got. So I went ahead and took this little knee panel off just to get a better view of what's going on. With this off, you can kind of see where it is a little bit better. So when you're putting the motor, when you're putting this motor in, there's a screw going to go here, a screw going to go in here. This is an alignment tab. You got to make sure that you're going to slide the motor on and you have to move it. Keep your finger right here. And just when you feel that alignment tab go through this hole right here, you're in position. Push it on and hold it, then screw it up. If you don't get that alignment tab on there, when you go to calibrate it, you're going to have nothing but problems. So that's kind of what it looks like when it's on there. Hoping you can see it. Probably not. I'll try and give you a view of how I get the screws back in there. You know, if you have an electric one, it is 10 times easier. But when you're doing it like that, and you use that tape I was telling you about, it just goes on that easy. Well, this is one of those jobs that you do a no-see-em. You reach your hand up in there and you feel for the hole and you hopefully get in right. Let's take a second here and regroup. Goes on like this, which means the tip is on the outside. I think I had it backwards. So here's the tip right here. It's going to go outward. All right. I'm sure that was a horrible view, but you get the gist of what we're doing here, right? So let's go ahead and get it started up, get it recalibrated, and put it back together. So we're going to recalibrate all the motors. Use this procedure when replacing one or more of the actuators. When replacing the HV control module, the module must be reprogrammed using the service program system. Hit continue. It's collecting the data. So we're going to go recalibrate all motors. Hit that right there, hit calibrate, and calibrated all of them. We're done. So with the new blend door in, I've got them both on hot. I've already done the recalibration. We've done that. Let's go ahead and look at both the vents and see what the readings are. They are both blowing at, let's just say 124. That's not bad at all. I'm going to go ahead and move it down to the cold position. Got the AC on, and let's see what happens. 108. So in checking it with a thermal imager, the temperature is not doing very well at all. So I went out there and looked and checked the AC compressor. The AC compressor is not cutting on. So we fixed the blend door issue. Now we got an AC compressor issue. Let's check it out and see what's happening there, because all vents look like they're blowing about the same. 81 at the hottest point. And that one there is probably in the, looks like about 80. So once that was all done, I was getting a real bad reading and the compressor and the fans weren't cutting on. I turned the car off, I cut it on, cleared all the codes out, and it started reading correctly. It just had a ton of codes in there and that may have been affecting it. But if you look at the two blue rings, those blue rings are 46 degrees. So I'm gonna take the driver's side real quick and I'm gonna turn it up to hot. And let's see if that one side gets hotter, which it should. Okay, so if you're looking at it, you can see the red. So looking at it now, the right side is blue, the left side is red. We know that the temperature's working good. Look at that. I'm gonna cut it back down to cold. And it should level out with the blue one on the other side. And there we go, turning blue. I tell you what, there's nothing better than these thermal imagers when you're trying to get really accurate on something. The right side is at 45 degrees. It is almost 44. The left side is getting down there slowly. All right, guys, that is it for this video. I apologize for the view. The view was horrible. If you have any questions when you're doing a job like this, just leave me a comment and I'll do my best to answer it. But again, I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you later.